Alright, shalom, koholayim la, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rachak double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Alright, to you brothers out there across the globe pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. To you few sincere sisters who hearken as well diligently. Alright, be it at home with your husbands or by yourself, also at home. Okay? Peace, love, and blessings. Kaya here back at you with another video through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Yahweh, who the world inwardly calls God, whose name means He is or He exists. Yahweh is the name of the Son, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ, whose name means He deliver or He salvation. All right, and I'm doing this video real quick, and Lord's willing, I'll expound on it at another time and things of that nature. But this is on CNN Health, and the title is "Fall Asleep Faster with Mental Tricks That Calm Your Racing Mind." Now, before I hop into this topic, I wanted to talk about how the mind, or the heart, as it's also labeled as in the scriptures, okay, it's a very troublesome. It can be a very troublesome organ to work with and things of that nature, because especially being in this captivity called America, which is spiritually known as Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, and Babylon. All right, brothers go through a lot of things, man. Brothers and sisters, we go through a lot. Jake as a whole, and so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we go through a lot of shit, man. All right, and one of the biggest killers of people is stress, man. Stress and anxiety. Like I said, Lord's willing, I'll expound on this at another time, but I just want to make this real quick, because I was just looking through a bunch of articles when I was at work, and I was just like, ooh, this would be a good video, so here am I. But going back to the point, Jake as a whole go through a lot of shit, and you got brothers in the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like myself, at times I have trouble sleeping. I'm not a complete insomniac, but sometimes I do have trouble sleeping and things of that nature. And it's one of those things where, just like even the scriptures tell you that this is not our rest. Now the word rest just simply means to cease from work. But we're not supposed to be we're not supposed to be comfortable here. All right. Panic attacks, anxiety attacks, depression, all right, dealing with anger, suicidal thoughts. All of us go through these things, all right? People in general as a whole go through these things, but even much more when you come into this truth, because Satan will start, performing demonic attacks on you by way of people or elements, like your job or your home life. Okay, maybe you got a wife, children that's just constantly coming at you, and so by way of the scriptures, we're supposed to be, using them as an outlet, all right, to alleviate ourselves through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Hashem Hashah of all of that stress and anxiety and etc. etc. All right. So with that being said, without further ado, let's go into it. It says, fall asleep faster with mental tricks that calm your racing mind. Now, this isn't just for falling asleep. This is for really just clearing your mind in general. And I actually practice these things. All right, so I just want to share it with brothers. All right, so it says you're exhausted, your body yawning for sleep. Yet once your head hits the pillow, your mind is flooded with worry, making sleep elusive, at times impossible. All right, and one of the things that we get worried about is what? The things in this life, man. All right, because this flesh, cares about the affairs of this world. All right, while our spirit doesn't. Our spirit knows how to move through, the ways of this world. Our flesh is still, attached to it. So we're attached to the worry and the anxiety and the demons, the elements thereof. Okay. But yeah, this is true. It says, yet once your head hits the pillow, your mind is flooded with worry, making sleep elusive, at times impossible. All right. You might be thinking about, what you're going to do about your flat tire. Okay. You might be thinking about, how shorty ghosted you or some shit like that. You may be thinking about, why you got into it with your father or your mother. All right. Or you know what I'm saying? Or even with a brother at camp. It's just a lot of shit goes on in our mind. Worrying about if you might have your job the next day because maybe you did something inappropriate. Who knows, man? Okay. Who knows? Okay. It says, don't fret, experts say. There are relaxation techniques you can use to calm that racing mind. It says, think of these relaxation exercises as tools in your toolkit for better sleep, said sleep specialist Rebecca Robbins, an instructor in the Division of Sleep Medicine for Harvard Medical School. Practice them and you'll get better and better at falling asleep, which is the holy grail, right? No one wants to spend time tossing and turning at night. And I'll make quick mention of this as well. All right. Now the scriptures do say. Matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and pull it. I'll just go ahead and pull it real quick. All right. This is the book. Of Proverbs chapter 20 verse 13. It says, love not sleep lest thou come to poverty. Open thine eyes and thou shalt be satisfied with bread. Now the reason why I'm bringing this up is because if I'm not mistaken, this word sleep, let me see, I should have got it in a blue letter. That word sleep in that scripture, Proverbs 20 and 13. All right, let's look at that word sleep real quick. All right, it's Shana. All right, Shana. All right, and it says sleep. So this is literal sleep. Okay. Let me see. It says to sleep, be asleep, and it comes from Yashan. All right, Yashan. The Ya, the Sha, and the Na, from right to left. All right. So, Shana, all right, which is sleep. This is literal sleep. Okay. So the scriptures say what? Love not sleep, lest thou come to poverty. Open thine eyes, and thou shalt be satisfied with bread. Now, verse 13 on the right-hand side in the NLT, it says, if you love sleep, you will end in poverty. Keep your eyes open and there will be plenty to eat. All right, now, love not sleep. Now, this is not to say, oh, we have to stay up 24/7 performing in the truth or in the world and things of that nature all the time and so on and so forth. It's like, no, we have need of balance, man. Now, there will be days to where what? Brothers cannot go to sleep. Like, brothers have had testimonies that, they said that they just could not sleep. And some of the most successful people, all right, in the in the news or on podcasts and so on and so forth, they also have testimonies of them like sometimes staying up, working so hard on their craft that they have been unable to, go to sleep. That they just stayed up working for a whole 24-hour, 48-hour period. Now, these things do happen. Okay, these things do happen, and sometimes things like that happen in this truth where you just up all the time, like you just on go mode and things of that nature. However, when you don't get proper rest, even science of course tells you, when you don't get proper sleep or rest and things of that nature, all right, you end up getting stressed out. Your body's not going to function the way that it needs to. All right, so what? Let everything be done in moderation. Let everything be done in balance. Okay. So that's why I wanted to bring out this article. All right, but continuing on in the scripture, it says, "Love not sleep, lest thou come to poverty." So love not sleep, like don't just be sleeping the whole damn day away, man. All right, the scriptures say putting that off day to day. All right, the scriptures talk about being a sluggard. All right, because what? If you choosing sleep over work and things of that nature, then you're not going to eat. Okay. You choosing not to go to work today because you haven't been getting enough sleep, or you just don't fucking feel like it. All right. Next thing you know, you lose your job and you wondering why. Just like because what you love sleep, like you're overindulging in sleep. All right. So then what? You become broke, and that's the same thing in this truth. When you're not uploading videos, when you're not studying, when you're not reading, when you're not praying, when you're not fasting, when you're not getting up with brothers. All right, and all the fruits of the spirit, then what? The Lord could put you back to sleep, man. Okay, spiritually. Now it says, open thine eyes and thou shalt be satisfied with bread. So there you go. So get up, get hyped up, and then what? You're gonna be satisfied with the fruits of the spirit. You're gonna be satisfied with money. Okay. But going back to the article, it says controlled deep breathing. Okay, this is one of the main things that I've actually been doing this for a while now. All right, I'll put on some meditation music, you know what I'm saying, or sometimes I'll just sit in silence and I'll just breathe. It says controlled deep breathing. It says deep breathing is a science-backed method of calming the body and mind that can be done easily before you get into bed and when you wake during the middle of the night. Okay, so it worked both ways because I drink alcohol, and my body I'm kind of attached to it now. My body is dependent on it. Of course, you know what I'm saying. It's not to the point where I'm just like, oh, I need it all the time. It's just my body is more dependent on it because I've been drinking for so long and stuff like that. So, after I get off of work, I handle my business. As far as the spirit, I might watch a little bit of TV. I'll eat and then I'll drink. You know what I'm saying? For I want to say just a few minutes to maybe an hour, and it helps me go to sleep. It helps me relax. Okay. It says deep breathing, and like I said, that I might go into a video on that on another day, but yeah, control deep breathing. Okay, this is one of the main things, like I said, that I do that really does help me. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of worry and fret off of your mind. Okay, and it says what? Deep breathing is a science-backed method of calming the body and mind that can be done easily before you get into bed and when you wake during the middle of the night. Because in myself, drinking a whole bunch of water, and drinking alcohol or whatever, like I urinate a lot. So sometimes I'm getting up, well, like the hours like right now, it's almost 4 o'clock in the damn morning. Sometimes I get up in the middle of the night or early in the morning, however you want to say it, okay, and I go use the bathroom, and sometimes it's hard to go back to sleep, okay? It says changing the rhythm of your breath slows your heart rate, reduces blood pressure, stimulates the body's parasympathetic rest and digest system, which can take worry and anxiety offline, okay? You can redo this yourselves. All right, 2, meditation. I also do this. It says meditation is a centuries-old method of calming the body and the mind. Studies show it can help perfectionists stop judging themselves and can assist in the treatment of smoking, pain, addictive disorders, and depression, among others. So there you go. All right, it's a lot of benefits, to these exercises, man. All right, so controlled deep breathing. All right, meditation, that's 2. What else we got? Visualization. It says visualization is another sleep aid. Picture a calm and peaceful spot in your mind's eye and fill it with specific objects, colors, and sounds. Researchers have found that people who visualize in detail were able to push unwelcome thoughts more successfully from their minds. So there you go, man. I also do this as well, because I do digital art and things of that nature, and one of my main one thing that I do like doing is using soft colors and blurs and things of that nature. So when I'm just in my head imagining things, a bunch of colors and blurs, they go through my mind, and I'm just like, okay, let me see if I can get this out on a computer, all right, or on paper if I'm ever sketching or whatever the case. All right, so visualization and what you think of, calm, relaxed environments or whatever, and I myself, I did a video on it before, but I listen to a lot more ambiance than music today. I like listening to the sounds of rain and thunder. I like listening to like the birds chirping and the animals and squirrels. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. I like listening to ambience, like nature sounds or whatever the case. Also harp music. I got a whole playlist. All right, so visualization helps. It says progressive muscle relaxation. Now this I have yet to try. I have not tried this yet. So maybe after this video, because I got to go to work in a couple hours, maybe after this video I'll try it out. It says most of us aren't even aware of how much tension we carry in our muscles until it shows up in backaches and headaches. All right, so there you go. And this is why getting a massage is important. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have the means to do so, maybe you got a shorty with you or whatever the case, or maybe you got money to go to a professional masseuse and things of that nature. All right, get a massage every once in a while and stuff like that. And but this article is saying, like, you can do it yourself. All right, relaxing your muscles. Just simply just laying flat in the bed. Getting rid of the tension. Point 5, it says set up a worry time before bed. It says here's a way to stop your mind from repetitively listing all the things you need to do or haven't done but it only works if you do it before you hit the sack. All right, so this is basically talking about making a list of things that you need to do that you didn't do in that day, but that you plan to do tomorrow. Okay, this also helps. This also helps. Okay, this really does help. All right, making a list of things that you know you didn't get done that particular day, but tomorrow. All right, and the scriptures say, you know, mind not the things of tomorrow and things of that nature. However, there's balance. There's nothing wrong with preparation. Okay. Let me see. And that was pretty much it on that. That was pretty much it. You know, those 5 points and things of that nature. They do help. They do help with relaxing your mind in order to go to sleep, or just relaxing your mind in general. So, I pulled up an article about the mind, all right, or the heart, which is the same thing. You know, the word heart in Hebrew is lab, which literally means your mind. And also, when you go into etymology, when you go into the etymology of the word heart, it does mean mind. Okay. So it says, scripture is clear that the heart is hugely important as far as one's well-being and health are concerned. God's greatest commandment to us is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. Okay. And then of course Mark 12:30. So there you go. Okay, because the mind is a very important tool in life in general. Okay. It says many of the following Bible verses about the heart are related to one's personal health and wellness. Proverbs 4:23, and I'm gonna just run through these and then I'll close out. It says, above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Okay, and how do we guard our hearts in this truth? I can walk with you. Okay, by reading the scriptures. All right, understanding the scriptures. Okay, putting on the whole armor of God. Okay, because what, when we put on that armor, when we guard our minds with this truth, with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we abstain from idolatry and spiritual fornication. Okay, we start to learn the do's and don'ts. Proverbs 14:30, it says, a heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. That's heavy. I like that. It says, a happy heart makes the face cheerful, but a heartache crushes the spirit. There you go. The mind is a very important element. It's a very important organ. Okay? The heart, the mind is a very important organ, man. Because what? When your mind is happy, that means what? Your whole body, your energy is, you know, exuding, you know, positivity, and, you know, all that positivity attracts people. You know, like when you look at, when you're able to identify certain people's energies or spirits and things of that nature. When you're happy, somebody else around you, you know, could become happy. And, you know, you got to think, man, we men of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we have a more, you know, brilliant spirit than, you know, the people of the world. Okay, so when people, you know, a lot of the times when people come around us and things of that nature, you know, they you know, we got that spiritual energy exuding from off of us, you know. And so what? They love, you know, to talk to us and be around us and so on and so forth. Okay, I have many testimonies, but, you know, this ain't about me. And then what's the same thing when you have, you know, a negative mind, a bad mind, that energy can still exude or emanate, if you will. Emanate. Look that up. All right. That can still emanate. All right. The positivity and the negativity, starting with your mind, all right, going into your body, your spirit, it can still, it will emanate. All right. Proverbs 15:13, it says, a happy heart makes the face cheerful. Oh, I read that one. Salakia. It says 17:22, Proverbs. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Yeah, man. Like, it's good to be cheerful. Okay? It's good to be cheerful. All right? That's why it's good. Like, this is why merrymaking and festivities is good. Okay? If anybody, you know, who knows me or has been around me, I do enjoy mirth. You know, but I also know that there's a time and a place for everything. I'm learning more that there's a time and a place for everything, I should say. Do you know? It says, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Okay, which is, you know, in our case is the vexation of the society. The word vex does mean to crush. Okay, it says, as water reflects a face, so a man's heart reflects the man. Okay, so how your mind is who you are. Okay. As that expression in the world go, um, I think therefore I am. Okay, I think therefore I am. So whatever you think about yourself, all right, in your mind, in your heart, okay, then yes, that is who you are. So if you're calling yourself a righteous man, then you will be a righteous man. But if you're calling yourself a nigga, then you are a nigga. Okay. Let me see. Well, yeah, that was the point on that. That was the point on that. Okay. Lord's willingness is edifying to the hopeful elect. Peace, love, and blessings. Shalom.